Authority coverage will begin shortly. Your live interactive Weather Authority. Your live Weather Authority coverage starts right now.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're having a good day. We are tracking some snow on the way for this evening and overnight, and I'm here to break it down for you guys. I think I'm excited for the snow. I'm not sure. I am excited for spring, but snow is on the way, and you might as well just enjoy it, I guess. So here is a live look at our Naples Skycam, where it is currently just cloudy and no travel impacts at all right now, just cloudy skies across the state of Maine. Let's take a look at where the snow is right now. This is a satellite and radar loop of the last 3 hours to now across the region. We can see that snow has begun to fall across some of New Hampshire, although I'm going to get into a little bit more detail because a lot of stations aren't reporting snow at the moment, including Concord, Manchester, Nashua. And last I checked, Portsmouth, you guys aren't reporting any snow either at the moment. But there are some heavy bands that have been moving through the Albany, New York area, along with southern Vermont. So I've been watching the radar all morning. As you can see, there are those heavy bands that had moved through earlier. Some places in New York have switched over to sleet and maybe even some freezing rain. On the radar image, as if you can see, there was a little blip of green. And I believe if there's no snow falling in the state of New Hampshire right now, there could be some rain falling. I don't think the radar is doing a great job right now at depicting rain versus snow. The temperatures right now are in the upper 30s. If I throw some temperatures on here, we are 38 in Concord, 37 in Portsmouth. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was some mixing with rain and snow in that area. But overall, snow hasn't quite begun in the state of Maine yet. You can see that it may have just started to reach southern York County. If you guys are in southern York County, and if it is snowing, I would love if you let me know. If you're in New Hampshire, let me know what you're seeing outside. That would be lovely. I'm in the Portland area. It's not snowing right now, but I am curious to see if it is actually snowing in these places because the radar, I've been having a little bit of trouble with the radar this morning. So just let me know if you're seeing any snow in your area, but most of the state is just seeing cloudy skies. So as I mentioned yesterday and today, we are under some winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings. I definitely want to highlight the area in pink. Those are your winter storm warnings for interior York County, much of southern and central New Hampshire. This area has the best chance of seeing over 6 inches of snowfall. If you are in the purple area, it has been extended through much of mid-coast Maine and up through Franklin and Oxford counties. As of around noontime today, they updated that and extended the advisory for you guys if you are in that area. And advisories get put out when we are expecting accumulating snow to fall and for it to impact travel. And I'm going to get all into that in just a minute. But overall, let's look at a wide view. This is around 3 p.m. on Storm Tracker. It looks similar to what we're seeing out on the radar right now. And it's going to begin to fall across the state of Maine through the evening hours tonight, and it's going to start to dissipate after midnight. So most of the snow that we are going to see is going to fall between the hours of 6 p.m. tonight and 11 p.m. tonight. That's when it's going to be the heaviest, and that's when we're expecting most accumulations to occur, is during that time. So we have been seeing some on the models, some snowfall rates of over 1 inch per hour. It's definitely going to be tricky if you are traveling through the later evening tonight, around maybe after 6 p.m. if you are driving. But overall, we could see some sunshine peek out in the afternoon tomorrow. And I'm going to break down the timing in much more detail, but that was a wide look at a regional storm tracker. I'm going to break it down closer to home in a minute here. But a first look at the snow map for this live, we are looking at 4 to 7 inches. We are still going with those numbers. That's what we're expecting through the event tonight. 4 to 7 inches will do it for most of New Hampshire, through the White Mountains, Conway, Fryeburg, down through Laconia, New Hampshire. And Sanford, Sebago Lake area, if you guys are in Cornish or the Portland area, Biddeford, Saco, down through York, you guys are expecting 4 to 7 inches of snowfall. And if you look northern into the northern western mountains, Rangeley, you guys are expecting 2 to 5 if you are in Augusta or Lewiston. 2 to 5, but Lewiston, I do want to make a comment about because you are right on the edge of 4 to 7 and 2 to 5. You guys have a better chance of seeing the high end amount of 2 to 5. We're thinking around 5, maybe 6 inches for Lewiston. And if you are on mid-coast Maine through Rockland, Georgetown, Bath, you guys are expected 2 to 5 as well. And if you are down east Maine up through Greenville and Bangor, you guys are expecting just a coating to 2 inches. It's a pretty harsh cutoff, I'll say, when you're looking at the snowfall map from who gets 2 to 5 and who gets almost nothing. That'll be through the Bangor and Bar Harbor area up through Greenville, and most of extreme northern Maine will be dry. So let's break this down a little bit more detail. Hour by hour, we are expecting snow to start to fall across the 3 to 4 o'clock hour for southern and southwestern parts of the state, including York County. And as we head through 5 p.m. on the storm tracker, this is the time of some of our evening commutes. It will be a little bit tricky driving home, but I want to say it's going to be a little trickier after 5:30, 6 p.m. tonight, as snow will start to steadily fall during that time. Take a look at those temperatures as well. 34, Portsmouth, Portland, Lewiston, that is above freezing. So snow falling at that point would be more on the wet side. And that's what we're expecting for the event. We're expecting more of a wet snow than what we've been seeing this season. So far this winter, we've been seeing a lot of fluffy snow. That won't be the case with this one. And as we head through 9 p.m. tonight, if your plans take you out a little bit later, just expect snow to continue to fall through the evening. Again, the majority of our accumulations will be before midnight tonight. So if you are driving this evening, expect snow-covered roads and lower visibility as well. Here we are again. Temperatures are still in the low 30s, starting to break apart just a little bit as you look at New Hampshire. Again, we've got some, I'm going to back it up just a little bit here. Still some heavy, this is around 11:30 tonight, still some heavier bands moving through York and Cumberland counties. Again, those are the areas that we're expecting the most accumulations to fall. This is around 2 a.m., so right after midnight. Snow still falling across the coastal area, starting to lighten up as you look through the interior. And as we move on as well past midnight, this is around 8 a.m. in the morning, we could see some lingering snow flurries or snow showers through the 7 o'clock hour tomorrow. So if you are up early, expect the plows to still be running through the early morning hours. Expect to clean up your driveways, things like that. I know there's many parking bans in effect as well, so just be mindful of that. Check your town's Facebook group. They usually post them on there, the government Facebook groups. Anyway, we're going to start to also see some clearing conditions through the afternoon. Sunshine will start to take over from north to south, and by the late afternoon, we could see some sunshine across the Portland area, and attempting some sunshine for York County. It might be too late. You guys will definitely be under clouds for the majority of the day, but if you're in Lewiston, Augusta, you'll see some sunshine tomorrow in the afternoon. Let's take another look at that snowfall map. 4 to 7 inches, again, is going to do it across the Sebago Lake area, up through Fryeburg, across the Portland area, Yarmouth, Sanford, through Seacoast, New Hampshire, again, Biddeford, Saco, Scarborough, 4 to 7 inches for you guys. The Concord area, New Hampshire, across the White Mountains, 4 to 7, but I do want to say that New Hampshire will be on the higher end of that, closer maybe 6 to 7 inches through Concord, through the Merrimack Valley, through the Lakes region of New Hampshire as well, if I have any viewers from there. Just know that you guys will be on the higher end of that, along with York County, especially interior York County. You guys are going to be on the higher end of that as well, close to 6, maybe 7 inches. As we look through the Lewiston area, you guys are right on the cusp again, like I mentioned, of 4 to 7 and 2 to 5. We're thinking for you guys that you could fall around maybe 5 to maybe 6 inches. I do want to say 4 to 6 for the Lewiston area. You guys are right on the edge of our line. 2 to 5 inches expected through Augusta, mid-coast Maine, like Rockland, Bath, Georgetown, up through the western mountains of Maine, Rangeley area. And then again, as we move north, a coating to 2 inches. Again, it's going to be a harsh cutoff for the 2 to 5 range and who just sees a coating up through Greenville. Again, we are expecting some travel impacts through the evening tonight. Snow is going to begin between the hours of 3 and 6 p.m. tonight. We are expecting the heaviest amounts of snow to fall between the hours of 6 p.m. and 11 p.m. tonight. That will be the most steadiest snow falling, and definitely going to have some travel impacts with that. Slow commutes for the evening if you are leaving past 6 p.m. especially. You definitely just don't want to be out around the 9-10 o'clock hour. That's when traveling, I believe, is going to be probably most difficult because the snow, again, is going to be still steadily falling during that time. Rates of almost an inch or higher per hour. Snow-covered roads, dropped visibility is definitely on the table for the evening commute tonight. And if we want to go ahead a little bit, Saturday, again, the snow will wrap up very early. We could see some lingering snow flurries, maybe a light snow shower in the early morning on Saturday, but overall, we're just going to be left with the cleanup to deal with, and some sunshine should come out in the afternoon. Sunday looks like to be a good day. We're seeing seasonable temperatures in the mid-30s. That's around our normal for this time of year, with partly sunny skies. And we have an ocean storm that we have been tracking all week that could possibly impact us for Monday. Right now, we are still keeping a close eye on the track of this storm. It has started to move a little bit closer to the New England coastline, and that means we could see maybe a couple of inches along the coast. Again, right now, with the storm track, it is too soon to tell. I know it's Friday and Monday's coming up very shortly, but something like this with this big a storm, the tracks have been changing every single day. So today we've been noticing that a lot of the models are more on a same page to hug a little bit closer to the Gulf of Maine. That therefore would give us maybe some snow on Monday. Again, we are going to keep tracking this all weekend long and let you know. But for right now, we are keeping tabs on the system moving through tonight. And I will end with the snow map again, and I will answer any questions. Let's see. Alan says, happy Friday. Sarah asks, how much will Biddeford get? Biddeford, you guys are in the 4 to 7 area. You were in York County. Definitely could be on the higher side of maybe 5 to 6 inches of snow, maybe even 7. I do think that the 7 inches will be in a lot of the New Hampshire towns. Cheryl asks similarly, how much for Gorham? Gorham is almost in the same boat, around a 4 to 7 area, but you could see not higher totals than that, but on the higher end of the 4 to 7. Cheryl's also asking about power outages. I don't think power outages will be a big deal with this system. It's not going to be super, super wet and heavy, but it will be sticky and the wind won't be blowing enough to knock out any power. I'm not expecting any widespread power outages. We could see maybe scattered, maybe a few, but we're not too concerned about that for us. Jonathan says, keep it to the south. If you're talking about the Monday storm, then yeah, we're going to keep our close eye on the storm on Monday. All right. I will leave it at that. And I will, Charlie Lopresti is in this evening. He'll be on CBS 15 or CBS 13 at 5. I am live Monday through Friday at CBS 13 at noon. You guys can catch me there, and I will see you all next time.
This has been live interactive Weather Authority coverage from CBS 13 and Fox 23. Make sure to stay connected with CBS 13 and Fox 23 on air, online, and through these social channels.